Okay, good evening. This is the regularly scheduled meeting of the Town Board of Shamrock Lakes, Indiana. It's May 21st, 2026. We'll go ahead and get started here. Call the meeting to order. We've had a chance to read the minutes. Kelly?
I make a motion that we accept the minutes and the bills.
Okay, do I have a second?
I second it.
Okay, all in favor, aye? Aye. Okay, I failed to mention, the other board member that's present is Kelly Earl. We have Steve Voller, who is on a distant wise, and then we also have Diane Nichols, the clerk treasurer, present here. No residents present at this time. So, treasurer's report.
And sorry, Steve, I don't think I sent that to you either. But Lorna and I did not have an opportunity with our scheduling conflicts to get together. So we'll vote on that. I'll send you a copy, Steve, but you can read what's here. It probably won't change. If it changes, it won't change by much, but we can vote on that next meeting.
Okay.
Just a couple of liens.
Yeah, what liens and so forth, huh?
Okay, so there were 3 liens filed. Arlene, Grooms, and Walker all for $429.10. And then there's one other past due account, Runyon, and it's $269.18.
Okay. Any questions on any of that? Okay. Do I have a motion to open old business?
Motion to open old business.
Do I have a second? Okay, all in favor, aye? Aye.
Aye.
Okay, first thing on old business is the codification. And I noticed, go ahead, Steve.
Still working through the review. Got about 20 documents left to redo. Once I'm finished with that, I'll send out the final spreadsheet for you all to review as far as what I believe should be included in our codification document and what does not have to be in it. I will just need once, and I can do this once I get back with Diane. I just need those final signed new ordinances that we did recently. And like I said, once I get back, I'll sign whatever I need to, and then I can get those digitally. And I think we should be able to at least wrap up our review within the next 30 days, and then send it back to the company for review and let them do their process.
Okay. Thank you for the work on that.
Yes, that's a lot of work.
You're very welcome.
Town maintenance projects. I know the weather has not been favorable for stuff. Anything there, Steve?
No, just I'm going to finalize some estimates for materials for the roof on the beach house, and then again, still developing a good estimate for improvements on the Wells Park garage. So that's still a work in progress. So those two are, and then again, we'll have to identify funds once we decide what projects we want to do and when for that. Clean up Wells Park garage. I'll deal with that when I get back. A lot of that was done before I left. So it's not too much left to do other than up in the attic area that has some old, it's really just junk, garbage and junk. Repair streets, let's get that one. Sewer maintenance phase 2. I'm working with fluid services, and they are going to schedule that with us probably, I would say, the 3rd week in June is what we're shooting for. and that way I can be there on site, when they're doing their work, either the second or third week of June. So I will, shoot that out to everybody and then do the flyers like we did last time, the door hanger flyers about, what to expect and all that while they're doing the, service. So, we're on track for that. Hopefully that'll happen here, extend about 3 or 4 weeks.
Was there any word on that monies, that free money we were talking about?
I looked today and then it's not been received yet.
Okay.
And then
Go ahead.
Streets, like, or whoever.
Yeah. I haven't done that part yet. So, prioritizing, I will for the have it here for the next meeting. Typically, EMB does the work here in the fall. So, we should be good on that. Okay. Third thing, Wells Park budget.
So what do you have, and Steve, I think I did send this one to you. I sat down and, wrote out a draft of a, ordinance establishing a park fund. So, I have not, run this by, Danielle. But I'm wondering, if we should add the, what properties? Like if we should specifically say Wells Park, Galway Park, list the fishing lots, and for the, park ordinance that Danielle had sent us, we needed to add the, legal description as an attachment to that. And so I don't know if we need to do that for this also, to specifically say what are recreational areas. But I don't typically like to send stuff to Danielle without your permission, since that always incurs a cost. So, and again, this is a very rough draft, so any feedback would be appreciated.
I like it. Minus those questions for Danielle, I think it's going in the right direction, very well written. So, I'm okay with it going to Danielle for further comment and review.
I don't know, I mean, if we did list all the different ones, is there a way you could put like a separate paragraph that all properties owned by the town?
What it would probably be, Kelly, they would be attachments labeled Exhibit A, Exhibit B, with the legal descriptions. They're just attached, so it wouldn't necessarily, with all of them, wouldn't necessarily be the body of the ordinance. And then maybe that would make it a little bit easier if we gauge more property. So I guess what we need to, I'll run it by Danielle, and then, what we would need to do is then figure out what property we would want to include. I don't know if we want to put the beach house property and the fishing lots that we own and the 2 parks. I don't know about the dams, because I mean, a lot of people fish off the dams. The areas where like, I don't know how all that would work.
Right. I would say, based on the discussion that Paul Bailey and I had with Danielle, reference the Lake Association properties, that she would advise against adding the Galloway Park and the land piece of the beach area to the towns, because then we're crossing lines, and she says that's kind of in the lines with, if we did that, then because we're a private entity, as far as the Lake Association goes, then if it becomes town property and there's a conflict between the two, then we almost have to become not open to the public, but we just have to be careful with that. So I'm curious to see what she says this time. If we can do that, I would say yes, but those are deeded to Those two pieces of property are deeded to the Lake Association. So that would be the only concern I've got. On
Okay,
adding those two in that ordinance, or not ordinance, yeah, in the ordinance.
okay, so Galway Park and what other one?
The land piece, the beach house belongs to the
Yes.
town, but the beach property is deeded to the Lake Association,
Okay,
along with all the lakes. All the lakes are deeded to the Lake Association. The 5 lakes, or bodies of water.
And if we put those on there, do we have to update that, anytime we acquire more properties?
I think it'd be a matter of changing the attachments.
yes, we could just add to the attachments. I would think. So yeah, okay, so that gives me a good way to start. If there are any other changes, or anything else that you want to run by Danielle?
Not me, I think that's the only question I would have.
Okay.
Okay. Do we need to go ahead and do a first reading on this ordinance for the fund?
I don't know, I guess so.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know how many
I-
readings we might have of it, but
Well,
I would say if we think we have stuff to add,
let's hold off.
let's hold off on it,
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
since we know we have stuff that we want to add.
Right. It's a great start though.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Not to say I didn't plagiarize.
The fourth thing, town board vacancy. Paul Bailey has expressed interest in it. I reached out to him today. He has not had the form filled out yet. I do have the contact for the Republican Party. I'll reach out to him once Paul fills it out for the appointment. Number 5, fishing lots. Do you have anything on that, Steve?
No, just we're still working on the verbiage and stuff for all 3 of our legal documents to be reviewed by Danielle. I'm just gonna say keep it open for now. I should have the final drafts done here in the next couple of weeks. Or any crazy things I deal with when I get home. Can't stop.
Okay.
And does Kelly know yet? I don't think Kelly knows.
No, and please remember the meeting's live streamed and recorded.
Yes, I know, and I'll,
Okay.
after we're done, I would like to let Kelly know.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. The WCAG 2.1 AA compliance.
Yeah, there's no update on that.
Okay, that's the website
Yes.
one
Yes.
where it has to be available to everybody.
Yes, and the deadline for us is June of 2027.
Okay. The IPS RMC. That is the fund,
That Kelly was just asking about.
Free money.
right, yeah,
From
the
the
disbanding of the insurance, right, and no update there.
Yeah.
Okay. Blackford County Multi-Hazard Mitigation Plan. This is a plan that needs to be redone every 5 years. At the last meeting, you might remember, reached out to Paul Bailey to see if he could attend on our behalf. And he did. This was more of an introductory meeting. And any work that is done on it, discussions or emails, we capture our time because that time is basically money. And it is like an in-kind thing. So I've been recording my time, this time talking about it for a couple minutes. We'll go down. And there's a couple other meetings coming up. So we'll either Paul or I will attend that and we'll see. And This is just an update that has to be done to be eligible for funding, should something major happen, an incident like tornado or something. So, SAM, System for Award Management.
Okay, so there were a lot of hoops that we had to jump through. What was happening is, this is a federal number that we have that allows us to receive federal grants. And believe we originally got it when we received the ARPA grant. And our number was going to expire. So we jumped through the hoops and sent the information in. We had a document we had to have notarized, and we scanned it and sent that in. However, they don't send you a response email like, hey, we got your stuff and we're working on it. It's just like goes into a black hole, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, they didn't process that in time and our number expired. But I mean, if we ever do have another grant, I'll continue to work on it to get it reactivated. They sent instructions on how to renew it. But it's just a work in progress, and it's not an easy system to manage. So, and then, I can't change anything in it. It has to be the entity administrator, which is Rachel. So she still gets all the emails and stuff. I did get one that said our number was expired. But we're just still working on it.
Yeah.
Okay,
A motion that we.
go ahead.
Close old business.
Do I have a second on the motion to close old business?
I'll second it.
Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion to open new business.
I would motion we open new business.
Second?
Second the motion.
Okay, all in favor aye. Aye. Okay, new business, which we kind of talked about the park fund ordinance. So we're going to hold off on that to do any tweaking we may have to do. While we're on vacation, Travis Williamson, our sewer manager, sent me a text about a House Enrolled Act 1459. And Diane's provided copies, and it talks about an asset management plan for utilities. This is an unfunded mandate by the legislature, and I've read up on it. Basically, if you fail to comply, the Indiana Utility Regulatory Commission can take over rate oversight of your utility. So there will be training for the board effective next year. And we would need to complete the training once every 4 years. And that's on your back side of your paper there, Kelly, that you have. The IURC has released their general administrative order. We will have a form that we will need to fill out because we have under 1,000 customers. We're considered a small system. What this does is, in a nutshell, and Diane's provided copies you can read through, but it talks about basic information about the utility, contacts and so forth, what the utility does. Does it provide water? Does it provide wastewater? Which all we do is deal with wastewater. So that's good. The type of utility, has the system been mapped, which it has been. A written inventory of the assets and level of detail, infrastructure inspections, So I mean, we're ahead of the curve on this, by a couple of years. So kudos to you, Steve, for heading that project up. It talks about managerial capabilities, financial capabilities, the budget, our statements, when were rates and charges last reviewed, last financial audit, if it's required by state law or not, legal capabilities, whether we have in-house or outside counsel, statute or ordinance in which we're organized. So I mean, it sounds like on the cuff, it's everything that we're already doing. And so
Do we just need to kind of put it all together in a
yeah.
plan or something?
Well, I'll end up pulling up that report and looking, because they said it's a simpler report for us,
Okay.
and I'll see what they require and what attachments we'd have to have for that.
Okay.
So,
I don't know if I understand the word unfunded. They never.
They tell
never
us-
pay.
right, they tell us we have to do something, but they don't give us any money to do
Never pay.
it. And most government mandates like that are unfunded, but, and that's where, the cities and towns, people complain.
Yeah.
Because you're telling us we have to do something, but yet
Take it out of the-
luckily we're ahead of the curve. It's administrative, so we've kind of lucked out there.
But the training, what, we have to travel for that?
I don't know. And we haven't seen anything on the training part of it. But, yeah.
Might get a tattoo with, unfunded. I am unfunded. Underfunded, maybe that's.
And on the last page, it says, the one that says what help is coming on the backside, it says, training may be provided by the Indiana Utility Regulatory Commission, the Drinking Water and Wastewater Infrastructure Research and Extension Program, or a statewide nonprofit association with rural utility members, such as the Alliance of Indiana Rural Water. At least one option will be made available at low or no cost. The IURC is expected to release a list of approved providers and training programs by January 1, 2027. So something to look forward to for next year. And it may be something online. We don't know. We'll just have to see. So, more news coming on that
There
one.
you go.
But this is where it's great to have Travis associated with the different ones, because he can keep this information current for us. Any questions on that? Okay.
And Steve, did we already send that to you? If not, I'll send it to you.
I don't believe so.
Okay. I thought we had sent it to you while we were on vacation, forwarded it, but I'm sorry, I'll send that to you.
Okay, thank you.
The last thing is PACER training. And to be eligible for the Community Crossings Grant for the repavement of the towns where we get 75% funding through NDOT and their program, we have had to rate our streets every year. And so I did some research online about the PACER rating, and that's the way we've been doing it. So since then, LTAP, Local Technical Assistance Program, which is ran by Purdue University, they help cities, towns, cities, and counties with training, like on roadways. And they're the ones who have to approve our pavement plan. And they review the PACER rating of all of our towns. So the training has been formalized and you have to be certified in it. So the day before we went on vacation, I drove over to West Lafayette and sat through a class on it. And then when we came back, I took an online test. I think it was a resounding 83% out of 100, so I passed. So I am a certified PACER pavement rater, and because I have to include that control number for my thing anytime we do this. We're not doing any community crossings this year, but we'll have to evaluate the roads, do that, send it in before the end of the year. And so we're in compliance with that. Not a heavy lift. So it's just inconvenient. So, so we're on track with that. That is all the new business we have formally on the agenda. I'll open it up. Kelly, do you have anything?
I don't.
Okay. Steve, do you?
No, sir. Just I'll be back Monday.
Okay. Be good to see you back.
Yeah, for sure.
Good to be back.
Diane, anything?
Sunshine with me.
Yes, please. Diane, anything? Okay. Trying to see, date for the next meeting.
It should be.
18th?
I think I wrote it down. June 18th.
June 18th. Okay. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion that we adjourn.
I second it.
Second. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Okay, we are adjourned. And